Okay, so here we go. I had a request for the Pixies. I've heard of the band. I don't. I may have heard a song here or there in passing. I'm not sure, but this is a song called "Where Is My Mind." Let's start it right now.
Stop. With your feet on the air, your head on the ground. Try this trick and spin it. Yeah. You have a collapse if there's nothing in it, and you'll ask yourself, where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Way out in the water, see it swimming. I was swimming in the Caribbean. Animals were hiding behind the rock, except a little fish. But they told me Swift's trying to talk to me, so I went, where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Way out in the water, see it swimming. With your feet on the air, your head on the ground. Try this trick and spin it, yeah. You have a collapse if there's nothing in it, and you'll ask yourself, where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind?
I don't know what's going on with YouTube over here. It's gone completely bonkers. So let's force quit it. I don't know what the hell that was about. I like that song. I like that song. That's a cool song. I definitely want to go back and take a look at the lyrics. So let's get the lyrics up here. I like the sound of the song. I think it had a cool kind of, I don't know, kind of garage band kind of a vibe to it. that I definitely dug. So let's get up to the lyrics, and they were kind of, you know, with your feet on the air and your head on the ground. Try this trick and spin. Yeah, your head will collapse. There's nothing in it. You ask yourself, where is my mind? I love it. I love it. I was swimming in the Caribbean. Animals were hiding behind the rock, except a little fish bump into me. Swear he's trying to talk to me. Wait. Where's my mind? Where's my mind? With your feet on the air and your head on the ground, try this trick and spin it. Yeah, your head will collapse if there's nothing in it. I love it. I love it. That's so cool. So what do I know about the song? Nothing. So when was this song? 1988. Is that correct? Yeah. 1988. The Pixies. So I've heard of this band. I never really listened to this tune. So definitely something really cool. Let's get back to YouTube. Let me pull that song up again and talk a little bit about the music. It was in E. I heard it was in E, and the changes. There was a E. The chorus sounded like E, C sharp minor, G major to A. I thought that was a really cool change. And you know, this is something I was talking about before, about how I listen to music. It's really the music first. It's not the lyrics. And I see the difference with some people who are all about the lyrics. They are, they'll like things like Dylan and Springsteen and stuff that's more lyrically oriented, because they're more analytical thinkers. Maybe that's, what is that, left brain or something? I don't know if there's such a thing. And they seem to definitely fixate on the lyrics first. For me, it's the music. So the first thing I heard was, I'm going to grab my guitar in a minute, but I heard, let me hear the intro was different though. The verses were different. That's cool. So, G, A, E, C sharp minor, G and A, and then they had the E. That's cool. So I'm going to grab my guitar, so hang out for a second. Okay, so we got the guitar. So I'm hearing... and then I'm hearing the third. There seems to be a little guitar thing going on there. That's I like that.
With your feet on the air, your head on the ground.
That's pretty cool. I like it. It's so that's really cool. I like it. And then with your chords, really unique. So the 1 chord to the 6 chord, pretty common. The 3 major chord to the 4, less common. So it's a cool progression. And this on top of it is pretty ingenious. I really like that.
Try this trick and spin it. Yeah. Your head will collapse if there's nothing in it, and you'll ask yourself, where is my mind? Where is my mind?
Same chords now, just simplified with just the bass and the drums. Very light guitar. Outlining. Oh, that's different. All right, so let's go back and let's think about that. So we got something new. Three. 4, builds up on the 4, 6, 6 minor, to the 5. I love it. So what I like about this is that it's simple. It's kind of garage bandy sounding. I hope that you're taking that the right way. I love things. Listen, I love complicated music. I love Steely Dan. I love classical music. I love stuff like that. But I also love stuff like this that's really, really simple. You remember the old if you're my age. Wild Thing. You remember Wild Thing? Wild Thing. You make my heart sing. So, in the 60s, man, that song came out, that would have been in like 5th grade, maybe 1964, 65, something like that. That was the kind of music that you could go into your friend's garage and you guys could play that song. So there's something magical about effective, simple garage band music, and I love it. I love this. It's something I want to crank in my car and just make me feel good. And the lyrics, kind of border on absurdity, nonsensical, whimsical kind of. It's yeah. There's a meaning in there, but it's also not taking itself terribly seriously, it's just a cool, good vibe, if that makes any sense. Let me play a little bit more, and let's see what else we got. I love that drum sound. You hear that room sound on that snare drum? It's just a very tight room sound. And those flams right there. C sharp minor to B. I love the mix. I love the mix. Again, that build up, kind of doubling the bass. G sharp to now A. Love it. I want to play this song in the band. That's nice. That's cool. That's really cool. So that's kind of like a high vocal with lots of reverb on it. I love the mix on this. I love the snare with that small room sound on it. That tight short ambience on there. I like that the vocals are a little bit mixed in the background. It just makes them sound a little raw and a little a little rougher. I like that the drums and the guitar are right in the forefront. This right out in the forefront, and it's just that guitar garage band, cool. I don't want to say grunge. It's not really grunge. It's more like garage band kind of a sound. I love it. I love it. What a nice surprise. So I wasn't sure what I was going to get myself into here with the Pixies. Where is my mind? Yeah, I really like this song, and I definitely want to be listening to it in the car when I'm taking a nice long drive somewhere, and I want to let my mind go somewhere. And this is the perfect song for me to let your mind kind of go off somewhere. I'm not sure. Where is my mind? I'm not sure, but I want it not to be right here, right now. This is the kind of song that would take me out. What can I read here about the Pixies? Where is my mind was written during the time he was attending the University of Massachusetts Amherst and was inspired by the experience of having a small fish chase him while he was snorkeling in the Caribbean. So it's just a little, it's so cool as a songwriter. Sometimes you struggle to find something to write about, and you think that every subject that you should write about has got to be heavy and deep and whatever. And no, the real craft of writing is really taking this little snapshot of life and turning it into something that makes you feel something. And that's, to me, is the essence of art. It doesn't always have to be the deepest thing in the world, especially with music. It could just be this little crazy fish, coming at you while you're snorkeling. That's so cool. I love it. It was used in Fight Club. Oh, I saw Fight Club. And I got to go back and see where that was in the movie. When did the Pixies release Where Is My Mind? 1988. Wow. Well, I can go right back to where I was in 1988. I was commuting into from upstate, what we would call upstate New York, about an hour north of New York City. Commuting into New York City, I was working at SIR. I was working with touring acts as a tech, and I was just working all the time and playing all the time, and I wasn't consuming music the same way I did 10 years before that, when I was listening to Yes and Emerson, Lake and Palmer and just bing, 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 everything, everything coming in, and at that time. So I was at a point where I was working professionally in the music business, but I wasn't really consuming a lot of stuff. I was still playing a lot of the stuff that I grew up with, and that was still kind of relevant to me and making me money playing out, things like that. So I did miss this, and I did miss a lot of stuff that was coming out in those days. So it's really cool that I'm getting to go back and listen to them now. But then it just blows my mind. That was like, why didn't I hear this? Why didn't I listen to this? I don't know. I'm busy with other stuff. Anyway, cool. Thank you for this cool request. And hope you like it. And I'm going to move on to another reaction when I'm going through the comments and trying to get stuff I haven't done before. Anyway, let me move on. See you in a little bit.